Hello, you guys. So this one is going to be absolutely crazy. We're working on a ATI Radeon HD 3450. Now this is an older card than I'm used to doing. Also, we're using the Svideo. So funny enough, this one doesn't have VGA. It's either Svideo or DMS 59. I really wish I had that DMS 59. um, because you're going to see the resolution is way too low on S video. We got the update for the drivers. We got that set up. We're running it at, let's see, it says NTSC natively through S video, which is 720 by 480, which, if you know, I believe that's a 4 by 3 instead of um, 16 by 9. So that's going to be like it's not a full screen, so that's the problem. We're not going to get a full screen resolution out of this card through S video. If you do the DMS 59 into a splitter, into a DVI, into your computer, you should be able to get higher resolutions at 16 by 9. So really freaking confusing. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. I'll show you guys the card right here. This is very similar to what it looks like. I have 3 of these. I have to get rid of them. I wish I had the DMS 59, like I said, guys. I cannot find it anywhere, honestly. But this is it right here. You guys can see there is no VGA. Yeah, this is the HD 3450. It's got an S video and then it's the DMS 59, which most people don't really have lying around. You know, it was great back then, I guess, when it was released in 2007, because you could have two different you could have the splitter and then 2 monitors. Amazing for that time, but now it's kind of, it's not used as often or at all. We use HDMI, DVI, not DVI even, sometimes DVI, but DisplayPort. But yeah, this is the card, guys. ATI Radeon HD 3450. You can pick these up for dirt cheap. They are a legacy card at this point that Radeon put out. They have legacy drivers officially. All right, it was launched in on December 10th, 2007, built on a 55 nanometer processor. Let's go through this a little bit. Here we go, guys. All right, so we have our predecessor, Radeon R500, and our successor of the 3450 is a Radeon R700. Instead of AGP, we're using the X16 slot. Here we go. Get through this a little bit. It's got transistors 181 million, which, as you guys know, as the years go on, they fit more and more transistors into these chips. Absolutely insane. Um, you guys can see kind of they have like a relative performance set up over here. So the GeForce 210 would do quite a bit better than the 3450. Um, I have a little comparison to what we were doing the other day as well. This card should support DirectX 10.1, OpenGL 3.3, and shader model 4.1. There we go. We have our render config, shading units 40, TMUs 4, ROPs 4, compute units 2, GPU clock 600 megahertz, memory clock 500 megahertz, and 1000 megabytes per second effective rate. There we go. This is our memory. We have a 256 megabyte memory, DDR2, 64-bit memory bus, bandwidth 8 gigabytes. Now, it's kind of interesting. I was looking into it a little bit. Apparently, these can. Now, I'm not 100% sure. A lot of this stuff I'm not like set in stone on. But I'm pretty sure these can, what do they call it? Crossfire. I'm pretty sure these can crossfire on board. I just can't find a board that will work that I can crossfire on. It can't be, it's not like an actual crossfire through the actual bridge. You have to do it through software. So it's like a software crossfire. I don't know. I haven't seen it done with this specific card, but I'm sure it might be possible. You guys can see though, it's got a single slot, 25 watt TDP, so it's very low power. I tried to run this on a AMD AM3 Plus board. It didn't work out. It just kept kind of going up and down with the idle on the air on the fan, so that was just a little odd. Um, you guys can see the outputs. It's actually didn't have a DVI or VGA, so it was just weird. Um, these must have came off a specific OEM system that I have here. So that's that. Right, now let's get into this a little bit. As you guys know, we need specific drivers that will work with Windows Vista. So here we go. We have the HE3450 drivers. I picked up the Catalyst version. There is a Hydrovision package. I don't know much about it. This version, revision number for the Catalyst is 13.9, released in 2013, 10/15. Okay, so that did work. I just want to show you guys just a brief overview between the HD3450 and the MX420, which we recently did a video on. And I figured this is like, it's weird because this is probably the oldest card I've done to date, the MX420. Because it's in Svideo, the HD3450 is probably gonna look a lot worse. Like, it's gonna look a lot worse. Um, but we should be able to play games, a lot more games with that memory size as well. Um, DirectX support definitely better, clock speed better. So basically, this beats it out in every way, other than Svideo being the problem. We could have, like I said, we could always get a DMS splitter and do it for like that. That'd be our best option, but we just don't have it, so it's kind of a little unfortunate. Um, yeah, you guys can see can handle early DirectX 10 games at lower resolutions. In our case, we're going to be doing everything low resolution. All right. Also, I'm going to be donating these. I'm actually trying to figure out what foundation I'm going to be donating to. So that's going to be kind of something we're going to be working on. There is a local um, computer part donation around my area, which I want to look into a little bit. I emailed them. It's different than World Computer Exchange, but I emailed them. If I could donate to them, that would be perfect because they're local. But I'm trying to donate to, we have so many of these computer parts, whether they're old or new, but they help. They create, they build these computers, laptops. They distribute them to schools, NGOs, recipient sites, third world countries. We got they also donate to Africa, Asia, parts of Europe. Um, they offer free mail-in service, so pretty much we could pretty much mail in whatever we got. I don't know exactly. Like I said, this is World Computer Exchange, so I asked them, I'm like, would I be able to donate graphics cards? And I could, if it's a local business, then I could send it over. I could just drive it over, but I'd have to see whether it's going to be that company or World Computer Exchange. This would be pretty cool because for one, we could do our videos. I can do the videos I want to do, and then I could donate my cards. A lot of these cards still have a lot of life to them. I know right now we're doing like the older cards. These cards are going to be for very specific people that like to do legacy gaming or retro gaming, But not all the cards I'm going to be giving and donating are going to be specifically for retro gaming. Like I have, I believe, an RX. I think I have an RX 550. I just donated the GTX 950. I'm sure there's other cards that they could still make good use of. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more other cards that could still be put to good use, whether it's just, browsing or however would be good to donate these. But yeah, we're gonna get into it a little bit. You guys see that? I'm gonna show you guys what we have for today. All right, so as I mentioned, for North America, our S-video resolution is 720 by 480. I believe that is the native for Svideo, which kind of sucks because we can't get higher resolutions. If we wanted higher resolutions, like I said, the MS59 splitter, um, DVI, I believe that's how that would go. But that's what we're gonna have to do for now. Yeah. So let's see what we could do. Let's see if I can cover down a little bit. We're gonna hop on pass mark real quick. You guys know we usually check here just to figure things out. And yeah, so this is Barber 2.0. You guys know already by if you guys are viewers, we have this computer up a lot. It's actually oh man, this isn't good. This is bad. Um wow, yeah, that's not good. So what I'm gonna have to do right now, because yeah, that's not good at all. Okay. Alright, so I might actually have to put the resolution up. Let's see. So we might have to put the resolution up. There's a lot of issues with this, I would say. It's not gonna look right. It's gonna look weird. Let's see. I was hoping not to have to do this, but I think because we just can't see anything. Let's go right here at 480 still. 848 by 480. Keep these. Here we go. Alright, so we'll go back to pass mark. We'll try this again. Hopefully we could see, you guys could see there's some area missing around the corner edges. I'm pretty sure that's literally why we've gone a little too far up, and that sucks because oh, I could X that out. That's come on now. The screen's just not big enough. I'll try one more time. If this doesn't work, we'll get into the games. We're literally just trying to figure out. No, yeah, it's not gonna work because I can't click down there. All right, is what it is, guys. We're gonna get on to the next. Let's go into system information. You guys know for the most part the bar rig. Um, let's get over here. Let's see, where are we? Control panel. Let's get over to system. Alrighty, here we go. So we have, it's actually not an E-machine. We pulled the drive out of the E-machine. It's kind of weird. I think Barb might have been an E-machine. So here we go. We got our Intel Core 2 Quad CPU Q9400, 2.6 gigahertz. It was one of the faster CPUs that I could find that would work with LGA 775. So there are other ones that are even faster than the Q9400, like the Quad Extremes, I believe they're called. I've never owned them, and believe it or not, the Extremes still catch a pretty penny. Usually, I think they go for like $100 or something along those lines. You can get your Q9400 for quite a bit cheaper. We do have 4 gigabytes of DDR3, 1333 megahertz, 32-bit. I would like to get a 64-bit, but that is just not possible quite yet until I figure that out. But yeah, our GPU, like I said, we're running the HD 3450. We're going to kind of get into this. Let's see if I can get hardware monitor to run to get more information if possible for this. I'm also probably going to put the resolution down because it does look pretty messed up right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you could tell it's definitely not able to go past where we're supposed to be. So we're gonna go right here. Yeah, that looks way better. Oh no, we're still kind of out of that full range. It's weird. Yeah, let's see what we got though. All right, we got 4 cores. All right, and you guys can see is ATI Radeon HD 3400. series, so it's a 3450, but just within that series. All right, perfect. All right, let's get into the games. Let's see where we're at. We're gonna put fraps on. All right, so we will start out. Wow, I can't do nothing actually. This is not gonna be good. Yeah, this isn't gonna be good. This is gonna be bad. Let's see what I could do here. Do I just put it up to 1024 and try to figure it out? I guess so. This is gonna be where it's at. Just doesn't look right. All right. Yeah, it just doesn't look right. It looks horrible. Hopefully this will do. All right, we're gonna keep the actual game in. Um, what is it? 720 by 480. So go like always. We start out at flat out and kind of work from there. This game should run these games better than the MX4. Honestly, it's pretty good. Sucks that it's at this resolution, but yeah. Oh man. And we got a little bit of lighting there. That was good. You guys could see it runs pretty good. Just sucks that the settings are just all whack. I think Svideo is just not the way to go at this point in time unless you have a CRT. That'd be cool, but yeah, I don't know about this one. All right, let's run on to the next game. Let's get over to that menu. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now let's continue. So we got flat out 1. We do have to test flat out 2. Let's see. Let's get that. It's interesting. It had a option to switch out of the 4:3 ratio. I don't know if that would have been possible, but it would be cool. I'd never use Svideo. This is my first time using Svideo other than for my Xbox original. I think that's the only reason I would use Svideo. Even then, I'm pretty sure I'm using might be using the video cables. I think I have, uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the HD cables for that. But yeah, this is running pretty good as well. We're looking at 60 FPS, which is pretty good. Slight, very minimal drops. Let's see if I can boost. I don't know what it is to boosts. Where is that boost? Ooh. There's the boost. Let's go. It wasn't much. But yeah, guys, this is one of the better car franchises that I know of. Lately we've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon. We love that game, but this is an OG. Oh, all right, that's that. That's that for this one. Okay. Just gotta maneuver out of here. Okay, so we have both our flat outs played. Let's pull those over to the side. Now, I'm not going to do Age of Empires for today. We're just going to kind of roll over um, some of the big ones. I think Age is going to play. Really haven't found any issues with Age of Empires in any of my, except for the XP MX4. I think that one had bug problems. So yeah, I think that one had some bug issues. But other than that, nothing really. These are the few that we're gonna do here, I believe. It's gonna be a short one because it's Svideo. It's kind of, I wish I could have got the DMS 59 and set that up, but we're gonna play through a little bit and show you guys what it could do at this resolution. Honestly, I think we could even bump up the resolution, but it just won't help because that's video. So definitely, if you did end up getting this card for retro stuff, pick up that DMS 59 if you want to learn anything from this video at all. It's your best bet. Alright, so let's go through here. I don't think it let us start from where I wanted to start. That sucks. Let me see. Let's load a game. As you guys know, we've been kind of like going little by little as we do our videos. So, I don't know if it'll let us load. No, it's not letting us load from where we were. That sucks. Alright. It's probably because we didn't really get that far. We just like, I think we just robbed the bank and that was it. Okay. It's great though. I never thought we could just use any of these old cards and just pretty much play whatever. I mean, you can't really play like the high-end stuff. You can play the light stuff, but this card did not want to boot with my Aim 3 Plus board. I think I mentioned that already, which sucks, but it is what it is. I put it on the LGA 775 and it works. It did ramp up once the fan, and then after like a minute, started right up. So there's nothing wrong with the card. It's just sometimes cards just don't work on certain boards or modern boards, stuff like that, with little explanation. Or it's possible that that motherboard wasn't working. Could be either or. There's a lot of in-betweens with this kind of stuff. In this case, I don't really have anything. The only thing I could test it with was a bunch of different graphics cards, but I couldn't really get um, I just couldn't get it to post in general, so I think it might have been the motherboard was having some issues after using several graphics cards, resetting the CMOS. So that sucked. But you do what you can. That's really all we could do here. Try to figure out what's wrong with all these cards. If there's anything wrong with the card, or is this something with the actual motherboard or the processor? So what I did was I set up a speaker. Speakers will tell you the codes, especially on these older motherboards. But no code was popping up. Sometimes I believe I read, well, I didn't read some, but I saw a video basically that the external X16s or just slots in general won't actually set off a code like that, or they may not, depending. So that might have been probably why, because it wasn't part of the motherboard's system. Maybe it just wasn't going off. At least that's what I saw. I think there are some scenarios where the card might set it off, but I'm really not too sure on that. All right, let's get over here. We'll take some cover. Let's get him. Oh, I'm hit. We got him. We got him. All right, let's get those. So now we know we can't further our progression on this game without getting further into the next. I think we literally have to get into another mission. I don't think I'm going to get that far, though, with these. So, it's alright. We got other games we can progress with while we're here, too. All right, so you guys see this older HD 3450 can play some games, so we're gonna hop out over here. What I really wanted to do was get this set up on a Windows 7 setup. Would be a little interesting because we could do our Windows 7, and I've noticed the reason I wanted Windows 7, we could probably literally put Fallout New Vegas on here, but I've noticed the Fallout New Vegas you could run on a lot of cards, and I don't think the HD 3450 is going to be one of those cards. I really don't, but there was a lot of older Radeon cards that were actually pretty good with New Vegas. It almost plays on anything, which is crazy. I think it's either the 4K or the 5K series. I don't. It's been a long time um, since I've tested it with these older cards with New Vegas, but that would definitely be a perfect benchmark just to see what happens when you put it up against a card like this. Probably nothing good, to be fair. Probably nothing good. But there's another game. Like I said, I use games that I think are gonna be appropriate for the card. Now, I'm not the best with this though, because you can see some of the games are really rough. Like, why am I playing Saints Row 2 on these cards? Good question. Uh, it's it's the maximum test basically, is what it is. It's the hardest game that these um these graphics cards can almost handle, not quite, but almost. So you guys can see we actually are getting further as we do our benchmarks in this game. So yeah, so we did just get destroyed at the arena. Um, I think we were doing okay actually. What it was we were we were getting our 60 FPS. We did really well, and then I was like, benchmark's over. We're good. So we were pretty much done benchmarking anyway, so it was all good. Uh, let's see what we got going on. I mean, let's go to tavern. I think we need some soldiers. There we go. What we got over here? What we got? Caravan guard. I don't know how much dinar we got, but let's take 4 guys from the guard. Oh, I forget tab. We want to make sure these guys are fed. We really don't even have any cash anyways. We don't have enough for that. What are the guys gonna eat? Cabbage. No, actually. They ain't eating nothing. Oh man, I got fish. 24 dinar is all we have. Wow. Ooh, that's rough. Alright, so we got nothing. We're gonna have to fight. Alright, let's get out there. Our guys are going to die. Yeah, they're gonna be pissed when there's no food. But yeah, we're gonna have to win a fight. Where are they is the question. Oh shoot. Oh wow. They left the kingdom of Swadia and went to the Nords. I'm generally Kingdom of Swadia, I believe, on this game. Alright, what do we got? I saw somebody. I saw some deserters to the left. What am I don't even know what I'm looking at. 6. Okay. Perfect. So we have 6 guys. We could totally, hopefully destroy them. And they're horsemen too. Oh, this is great. Now, it says a 0-0 advantage. We should have an amazing advantage. I don't even call commands on this game because it's pretty useless. Um, I mean, there might be some things that aren't that useless, but this Wow, that's really bad. It's just that the commands aren't very accurate. And... Oh, I'm pretty sure I just injured him. Come on. Yes. They got their rocks going. Got him, I think. Hopefully these guys will give us some money or food. Oof. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Almost, guys. There we go. We hit him. And he's done. Alright, I think that's everything. There's one other guy. There we go. We're good. We're good. Alright, you see we dropped down to, I believe, 38. The gameplay's great. Really no issues. I think it would be nice to have it where we have higher resolution, but that's really about it. And we're definitely playable at this resolution, which isn't really saying much, but okay, what do we have on our head right now? Nothing. We have nothing on our head. That's crazy. All right. There we go. Okay. And more rocks. 24 body armor, damn. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So you guys can see we were able to play not Bannerlords, Warband pretty well. So we're gonna save here, and we're gonna keep playing this game as we do our benchmark. So as we do our benchmarking, we're gonna continue to move this storyline along little by little. Pretty fun. So little by little, we'll get there. So we have two more games, actually three. So we have Teslagrad, Saints Row 2, and Outlast. So we'll do Teslagrad first. This game usually plays pretty easily, so we really don't need it at 768 because it's not really going to do anything, I don't believe, because you can only output at a certain amount at Svideo on Svideo. So see if we can load it. Yeah, we'll see though. Oh yeah, we loaded. Okay. Uh, hmm. Oh, that's right. Okay. This is the one we did before. It didn't save past that. That sucks. All right. Okay, what do I remember? I don't remember what I remember. Okay. Perfect. Okay. There we go. That's what I did. That was weird. Oh, this guy's got to go all the way through, doesn't he? Get going. Oh. Oh, shit. What was that? I didn't know that was a thing. What is that? I could jump off of him? Wow. Hmm. Oh, okay. This game is very complex. Oh, damn. All right, I see. Damn, he's trying to wreck me over there. All right, so we're gonna have to go through here probably. See, whoa, that was a close one. That was bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so the reds go up. The blue. Oh, no, no, the reds. The reds pull me right. The blues pull me left. Alright, so those things are dangerous. Oh, those things are very dangerous. Damn. Okay. Alright, we'll try that again. I see what's going on, but let's see if we can get through this. What is that? What is that? I think we got to bounce. Yep. Come on, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna bounce off this. No way. Okay. I need to bounce off him. And then blue. Shit. No, it didn't work. Oh. Shit. Damn it. Oh. Fuck. Alright, I suck at these games, guys. I suck at these games. Will I ever be able to do it? Alright. Oh. Oh, that's not good. What? I don't know what I just did, but that's good. That works. Alright, I see what I have to do now. I gotta hit him. Poor buddy has to get hit. Alright. Alright. So you're gonna go the op. No, no, that's it. That's it. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. No, no, never mind. Okay. So I gotta go over here. We probably gotta hit this downward. What are we doing here? Is that it? Hmm. That's weird. Okay. Let's go back here. Ooh, ooh. Yep, there we go. Okay. So he has oh shit. When he stays under it, we're good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, so you guys see it goes from anywhere from like 30 FPS to 60 FPS at this resolution. Playable. So Teslagrad, solid, playable. We got two more. Again, these are going to be the ones that are probably not playable. But let's do Saints Row 2. I always like to put in games that are hard to play, but generally you guys kind of know what I would be playing. All right. Wouldn't be Saints Row 2. If I'm gonna play Saints Row 2, we're looking at. I mean, I'm probably gonna play it with an HD 6870 or 6850 or above, just because. I mean, I think that would be pretty ample. If I had to pick a GPU to play Saints Row 2 on an NVIDIA, I'd, GTX 650, maybe? Maybe a 650. I think that'd be fine. It's quite, believe it or not, the GTX 650 is quite slower than the HD 6850 or 6870, but I think it would have the edge software-wise, I think. Could be wrong though. But the 6850 would be much more powerful technically, but I think with the GTX 650 you're looking at a very well optimized NVIDIA legacy card. Alright, let's get through this. Let's see how this goes. Oof. Honestly, this is the worst. I don't know. I don't think I tested this game on the XP rig, but this is the worst. Um, yeah, this is the worst one so far. Out of all the games I've tested, I'm gonna let them deal with this person. Out of all the games I've tested, this is the worst. All the graphics cards I've tested. Oh, they won't let me through. Alright. Do I have to beat them down or can I just walk by them? Skip tutorial. Yeah, this has been the absolute worst so far, which is crazy. Hello, hello, we're running. 1 star for a jailbreak. That's it. It's not bad. Alright, we got all that already. Yeah, I would say this is probably the worst playing graphics card so far, but it is kind of um, the fact that we're not using DMS59 is definitely screwing this one up. It's very rare that I do play anything with DMS59, so I was like, I gotta make a video because oh wow, is that pepper spray? They're pepper spraying me? Oh no, now they're shooting. Now they're shooting. Still only a 1 star. That's crazy. I'm chilling. Deuces. Damn, okay. 1 follower left behind. It is fine. We're good. They're probably gonna die, and yeah, we're good. Can we get in this car? Failed. Alrighty, guys. So that's that for this one. We have one more game. Unfortunately, our partner died. It's probably my least favorite thing about those types of games. Your partner could die. Like, I get it. You want to work as a team, but sometimes it's just not an option. Especially when you can just run past them. Alright, let's get into this though. Let's see if this will run. This should have a lot of difficulty. Um, yeah, this should absolutely have problems. This card is, uh, yeah, should have a lot of issues with this card, with this card in this game. Let's get this to very low and figure it out from there. Now, can we still do it full screen? Is a question. I think we should be able to. I still want my full screen because I like full screen, even though it's not even a full screen. Close enough, I guess. All right, continue. Let's get it. So Outlast, pretty good game. When this came out, I think it was it. These types of games, the reason I don't generally play them is because it's like high anxiety. Like you know what's gonna happen. You can't fight them. I don't think. You kind of just have to run, 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 and then you get cornered or something happens, and then you just get caught. I'm just not that good. I like to be able to fight the enemy, and this is one of those ones where you can't fight. I don't think you can fight them directly, I'm pretty sure. And that's the reason why me and Outlast generally not my favorite just because of the anxiety that I get from having to run away and not being able to attack. I think there should be some form of attack that you could do. But I don't know. Alright, let's get it. Oh no. Alright, so this is playing. I would consider this not playable though, because we're not in a 30 FPS range. Same thing with Saints Row. We're not in a 30 FPS range. So I'd have to say these two games are unplayable. Technically, I am playing them, but not enjoying them. So that's the thing. And I don't know where to go on this one. Actually, not sure. Let's see. It has been a long time since I've played this game to a point where I actually got anywhere with it. I think I should try to figure out where this is, though. Let's move around a little bit. All right, so let's jump down if we can. No, it is rough on the eyes. This is very rough. Oof, the running and oh. All right, let's continue. What the hell? I'm stuck. All right, I believe this one didn't work. Let's see. Nah, it's up there. We got to get up there. Oh, I should have looked. Okay, now we know where we got to go. Again, this is like pretty much unplayable. Um, we're gonna try to make it to that window, and then we're gonna call it for the video. So let's see if we can make it to that window first before I end the stream. I would like to try to get something done on this one. Oh, these old cards are doing something. Not much, but something. There we go. So this we couldn't see just looking. There we go. Where's our night vision? Yeah, it's been a long time since I played this game. Alrighty, guys, it doesn't get any worse. We're gonna call it right here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, please like and subscribe. Definitely check out the channel, check out my videos. I appreciate you guys coming here. Check out my sponsor, Dubby. They make energy powders. Definitely check them out. I have a bunch of them over here. Show you guys. Japanese yuzu. Generally, they're selling this for around $40. I think it's $39.99. But there are a lot of discounts. This is like a lemonade energy drink powder. There's a lot of discounts. I have a 10% code I'm going to leave at the bottom. You guys could use that if you'd like. It's party10. Use that code. I believe I get a little, um, not like a reimbursement, but a little payment if I do sell anything. So that's awesome. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks again, guys.